Hello guys! Sales representatives unveil surprising insights, neglecting resources, inadequate customer education, and strict sales policies hinder NIO progress. Sales representatives have told me 3 things that were quite surprising. I believe you should be aware of them. Alright, the first thing is that negligence or laziness is clearly evident. I have confirmed with the top management that NIO indeed provides all the resources they have. And internally, NIO also offers the convenience of battery swap. So it's entirely up to the sales reps to utilize them. So every store has these resources. Alright, but what I have observed is that some stores do not give importance to using these resources. They prioritize selecting the car first and such things. And perhaps if customers are curious about battery swap, then they discuss and select it. But if they don't talk about battery swap, then maybe the sales reps don't talk about it either. And anyway, they always show it, but it wasn't shown in this store. They had that compulsory map. Every store must display the battery swap map, which is great. But do people understand the meaning of battery swap? All right, so this is the first point. Everyone has resources. All sales reps have resources. But this is not standard. It's not mandatory for them to use them. So these are some things that I want to see changing. And I want customers to enter the store and sales reps to ensure that customers are well informed about NIO superior swap options before leaving the store. Otherwise, if they only look at the cars and leave thinking they know everything about cars, but are unaware of the swap, and then they buy an EREV or something else thinking they knew everything about NIO. This is the thing we want to avoid, and I believe it's happening too much. So yes, they have the resources, but are they using them? The answer is no, they're not, all right, and they're not being forced to use the resources. So that's point number 1. Point 2, all right, laziness and the distraction of some sales reps. Whether it's city or fusion, it's like the tier 2 cities. They have a lot of spending power and real estate prices. They are among the top 10 most expensive cities in China. All right, but unfortunately, according to the sales rep, they only sell 40 to 60 cars per month, which is quite poor. And it's also affecting the numbers of swap stations there and the numbers of NIO houses, which is only 1, and the size of the NIO house, to be honest, is small. It should be exactly like this. We will explain why this is happening shortly. Okay. Thirdly, the work of sales representatives is to sell cars comfortably, as cars are meant to be sold. If they are not selling cars, then essentially they are resigning on their own. Okay, that means they have to resign. But if someone has to be let go, they have to be given a compensation of 3 times their stability. Okay, they are given a compensation of 3 times their monthly salary. But in NIO, if you don't sell cars, if you don't perform, then you are resigning on your own. There is no compensation for stability. Okay, so there is a lot of pressure on sales representatives. And these sales representatives have told me that they are not just getting a salary. If we don't sell cars, we are just fired. And so there is immense pressure on them. Okay, and even if they work comfortably, and they are still not selling cars. So basically, they are saying it themselves to get fired. So salute to them. And I've also heard something quite surprising. It's a very strict policy. If you don't sell cars, you are out of NIO. But NIO keeps hiring sales representatives continuously, even if you are selling well. And then maybe if you haven't sold for 3 months or haven't sold any cars. So you can be fired, you can be let go. Okay, so this is just, I think, a very harsh reality for everyone. Okay, and then the third point is, of course, perspective. This is a kind of stereotype ideology. It's a big issue, and I also feel the impact of this issue. I've been aware of this issue for quite some time, and it's a significant problem. People think that electric cars should be cheaper than petrol cars, and you should pay the same amount for a petrol car as you would for an electric car. All right? Just like motorcycles are more expensive than mopeds, people think that EVs should be cheaper than petrol vehicles. That's their mindset. This is a big problem. Their mindset is not open. Maybe that's the problem. And this statement was made famous by another content creator in China, whom everyone hates, whom they call low temperature. And he basically coined this term, mopeds are cheaper than motorcycles, EVs should be cheaper than petrol vehicles. And yes, this is a very old-fashioned way of thinking. And the people here, all right, the people here. Many people, like those in second, third, fourth, or fifth-tier cities, think similarly. It's a matter of perspective. It also means that as this generation grows up and a new generation comes, and they have more open minds, surely, they will accept more, even EVs like NIO, and they will abandon old thinking, right? EVs can be good. EVs are good. NIO is truly outstanding. Hopefully, you've learned something. This is quite important. I believe, like perspective, it also means there is huge potential for selling in the future once perspective changes. But it stops selling. Now people think that petrol cars should be more expensive than EVs, so people buy those EVs, which are very cheap. So this is an issue. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing and see you in the next video.